All right, guys, I got to start off with an apology. I, I keep showing you watches that are like discontinued or difficult to get, and this watch is in that category as well. This has been discontinued for a little while now. It is a white dial 41 millimeter caliber 5 Tag Heuer Aquaracer. I think this is just one of their best releases. Now, of course, they have newer generation, but they're larger sized and they did some other changes. For me personally, this is the one to get. I'm sure there are new old stock of some of these watches when I show you, but it's difficult to probably find those. They're going to be a little ma and pa places that are just, little hidden gems. So unless you do a bunch of traveling and exploring, you're probably going to have to rely on the secondary market to find some of these watches. The problem with the secondary market on these is you need to verify. There was a lot of non-authentic, let's call it that, out there. So I did authenticate this one. I of course would do that before I show you guys. This is the real deal, and it's in excellent shape. It is running a little fast. I don't want to say like fast. It's probably within spec, but because this has basically an ETA 2824 in it, the caliber 5, it can be regulated. So I would basically just take it to a reputable watchmaker, have it regulated a little bit, touched up, probably get it close to like 2-3 seconds a day. Right now it's somewhere between 9 and 15 seconds fast. So like I said, not horrible, but it is running a little fast. 41 millimeter case, 46.7 lug to lug, a little bit shorter lug to lug on this guy, so it works on all wrist size. It's only just under 12.2 millimeter thick. Flat sapphire crystal because you have this 2.5 times date magnifier there. I'll move the handset in a minute. I set the time because I think I'm going to wear this tomorrow. The lug width, weird lug width at 20.5 millimeter. So, but really, it's probably just going to stay on bracelet. I'm not sure what options you'll have for a 20.5 millimeter, or if a 20 will look right, or maybe I don't know, maybe you can stuff a 21 in there, but that's a weird size too. So, but tag is, they do that all the time. They'll do 20.5 or 21, or they do these weird sizes. It's kind of funky, but it does taper down to 18. It is a fully milled clasp, but it has 3 micro adjusts, so that could be a deal breaker for some people, even though there's half links on this, and it is pin and tube, so not super difficult to size. I've done videos on those. If you guys want to see a video on how to size the Tag Heuer bracelet, let me know. This is a used one. I picked it up, or I didn't pick it up yet, but Keith sent it in, so big thanks to Keith. So there's some wear marks on there. He definitely wore it. There is a dive extension on here too. It's just a stamped out one, so it would work if you needed a dive extension. I don't know anybody that dives with these watches personally. 300 meter water depth rating. You can see you have the diving bell helmet on the back, solid end links, all that good stuff. Nice oversized crown, 6.2 millimeter, but not only is it a nice size, but it actually sticks out a little bit, so you can clear it with those crown guards. So that's really nice. 120 click bezel, full metal. It's not like a bezel insert or anything on this. It's a full metal bezel with a loom pip kind of submerged down in there. And then you have these rider tabs because it's, got these flat surfaces here which don't offer a lot of traction other than just, being different angles, but the rider tabs help with that too. And it's an easy to spin bezel. It's not difficult to spin. So, and it lines up. Well, if you stop it in the right spot, it lines up. So there we go. You have the splash of orange on the dial. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at this because you have that basically like almost teak decking look to it, kind of like how an this is the Aquaracer. What's the other one? Aquaterra would have that teak deck, style look to it. Very cool. And then you have the Tag Heuer shield, but it's also kind of pointed out. I need something else as a pointer. How about a pointer finger as a pointer? You can see you have the shield also incorporated into the handset, both the hour and minute hand. You also are going to have dual lume on this. When I kill the lights, there's a green and a blue, so really fun. Super legible, very clean, and again, with my aging eyes, when you do a date magnifier right, you have to look at it dead on to get the full magnification, but it is just easier to see the number. Now, as soon as you hit it at an angle, it becomes, well, if it wasn't there, I would still be able to read the 6 if my eyesight was good. So pros and cons to the date magnifier, but I like it. I also like the splash of orange for the movement, and then the second hand, of course. Signed crown as well with the shield on there. All right, let's pop this on wrist. And I will put a link in the description. Actually, I don't know that I can really do a link. I did find like a European one, so I can send like, or I can show that and it'll have details, but there's the model number. I'm not going to read it. I'll just put it in the somewhere in the description or something so you can search it up if you're going to go on the hunt for one of these. It's just easier to use that model number because there's so many different variants. Of course, you can call it like the white tag caliber 5 white dial 41. That might get you somewhere, but the model number might be the real thing that you need to put in there to get you on the correct path to sourcing one of these. But I think it looks good, wears good on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. I'm migrating towards a little bit smaller watch again, guys. I'm trying to lose some weight. That's probably part of it too, as my wrist shrinks a little bit. But I'm feeling this one. You know, I've been wearing even the Breitling Super Ocean 42 by 50, but that's, you know, it wears a little bit smaller. I've been wearing like the Squale 1521, the Oleg and Vise, a little bit smaller watches. I still mix in some larger watches, but it's nice to have the variety, both in colors, brands, sizes, models. I mean, if you look at my collection, it's mostly divers. Like a lot of your guys' watches are probably divers too. We just migrate towards the divers. But anyway, let's kill the lights and check the lume on this. And I'll try to decide if I want to drop in the picture of the movement. I guess I could. There is a plastic spacer on it. I know that bugs people, but plastic is used in all different kind of manufacturings. In many cases, it's even better than the metal. You know, that's a debate we could enter into that, you know, there's going to be no real winner in that debate. But I don't have a problem with the plastic spacer with the ETA movement in a Tag Heuer at these price points. But beautiful 2-color lume. Price points, these were like $2,300. Joma used to sell them for like $1,700. None of those places have them in stock anymore. Secondary market, you know, if it's a good clean one and it's authenticated and stuff like that, expect somewhere like $1,000 to $1,500 range, somewhere in there. Snapshot in time, guys. Don't hold me to that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.